Good afternoon, Elohim. Oh man, talk to you about my new background picture. We is us. Us is God. God is one. One is we. That was my one of my first. It was actually my second kind of insight that I got, and so I was wondering how I could share it and put it out more. So make it as a background. It was already the name of the my YouTube. And so that is how I see oneness, and that's what was given to me as for my confirmation and belief that we are all one. And what that did lead me to do was believe that we are God. And so I searched that through Jesus. How could a man, even though I know he was brought through a perfect vessel, Mary, to be some Christian's Lord and Savior? I never could get on board with that, with the praying to him and in his name. I just didn't understand that. My first experience with God was outdoors, and the confirmation of that was going to church like the next week or two and just not feeling that. That was as a little boy, I know, but God is with us always. And so with that, I understood I could go back in the literature where the Pharisees at the time, which were not the right Pharisees, the real Pharisees were down in Egypt. So if Jesus was anywhere, he was in Egypt for those missing years. But he said, before Abraham, I am. Basically, he's saying he's God. But then in another instance, he's saying to the disciples, and Mary's there, and said, she's my mother in spirit. So he gave up his authority as, or what you might say, that he's God, if she's his mother. He come through that portal. All right. And so the Catholics raise her up pretty much, and rightfully so. And so with that, you go back to creation, and then I believe that in the Genesis 1:26 through, I believe it's 1:31, the end part of Genesis 1 is let us make man in our image. Well, that would be 6,000 years ago. Let there be light would be Yahweh before there are us. When he said, let there be light, I believe that's when we were created spiritually, not physically. And that's what Jesus was talking about, spiritually, at the very beginning. It's called Bereshit, Genesis. And I believe that's where our memories can go back as far as that beginning. And so with that, I believe that, yes, we are God. We are Elohim. We are the ones that are responsible for the Bible, not Yahweh. Yahweh just put it in motion. Now, that pathway, we all get back on the same pathway. We conform as Yahweh and become as one. But we're so scattered right now. We're definitely Elohim. But we are here to learn and to grow and help one another. And if you see yourself and you can understand this little brief message, and you read the 10 Commandments, even the first part with God, you can see yourself in that. And with that, brothers and sisters, stay blessed. 4 minutes.